What's up, Devils? J-Dog and L-Cat back for another goddamn video. And today's video, we're going over most disappointing live band of all time. That video, which was posted 2 weeks ago, 1.5K views, hit the 1,000 mark. Fucking L-Cats on them. You know, the 40-year-old virgins that like the tits and ass.
Oh, stop.
And 180 comments. So L-Dog brought it up on her phone. I didn't hear shit in advance. So as usual, just going to ask. And you're going to get the raw off-the-cuff answers.
All right, let's
So,
go. Ready? This is Count Zan.
Danavisicus, yeah, and he's answered several times.
Question: could you repress the Nunslaughter JBK split?
I'm sure we probably could. And the thing is I'm not sure if that was one in the batch. I kind of lost touch after all of them. But Don was wanting us to do all the Nunslaughter 7-inches, or at least I don't know, at least a lot of them, on 7-inch picture discs. And I think that was one of the in the release. But I mean, like for example, the ones that we did, we're going back this far. We did like the Nunslaughter Sloth, the Nunslaughter Thronium, the Nunslaughter Hemorrhage. What other splits that we did? What were some of those? The Bloodsick split. No, we didn't do Bloodsick. That was done originally back in the day. The 7-inch picture disc versions. Which other ones? And there was
We
a
did
bunch.
The Agapolis one.
7-inch picture disc? No,
Yeah.
we didn't. No, we didn't.
The 7-inch with Nunslaughter.
Yeah, but we didn't put out 7-inch picture disc. That helps. Trying to think of older 7-inches that we did do. Like I would love to do the Cerebus. That's one of my favorite Nunslaughter 7-inches, the Cerebus. So anyways, a lot of the older ones we're talking about, I think the GBK was on there and some of the other oldies, but yeah, I don't know where it's at on the agenda or whatnot, but yeah, I'm totally into it. But mainly a 7-inch picture disc because the 7-inch already exists, so why not a 7-inch picture disc? And Don loves 7-inch picture discs, so I like it too. So yeah. So
I don't know what's up with this Lauren Means guy. I'm a little confused.
this is
But
just stupid comments. Yeah, I
run
whatever.
past
It keeps more comments, helps with the algorithm, so I hear whether it's true or not. I don't fucking know. The hell's goddamn snake doing in the fucking window? What are you doing, fat boy?
This is from Chab. Hello, J-Dog. Can House press some beer koozies for us drinking heads? Cheers, brah.
We actually have. I don't know if it was us or if it was Don, but Nunslaughter did Nunslaughter ones. I think that was Don, and he just brought them down. We sold them at Hell's. Was
We
it?
had the Nunslaughter ones, but not House ones.
Yeah, never did Hell's Headbangers ones. Not a bad idea. I would like to get more merch in general. Like years ago, and I brought it up several times. Just never happened. We only did it the once. We hand them out as freebies. The fridge magnets.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. And we did keychains. So beer koozies, whether it be a free item or a sale item for Hell's Headbangers, I wouldn't be against it. I think
Either.
not bad. But I think the only ones we've had, I think we had a couple off ones too, like maybe a Thrash Band did one. We got like 1 or 2 copies, but we definitely had the Nunslaughter ones. But I don't think Hell's has ever done Hell's Headbanger ones. But yeah, I wouldn't be against it. So
all right. Robert Hampton, question: why are most lyrical sheets illegible? I love to read lyrics, but most of the time I need a magnifying glass to see them. Also, the font and color plays a huge role. It didn't used to be like that, right?
no, it's actually more. Well, the thing is, it did used to be that. It was more of a thing where it's not as much so much anymore from what I've seen. But
No, like it used to be more legible back in the day.
no, I think it was the opposite actually.
Oh, really?
For certain stuff, yeah, it was either really really small or you had stuff like Exhumed Gore Metal, which it looked cool in the writing, but it was hard to follow because they kind of wrote it in a splatter font, which was cool for the image, but it was a little hard to follow. You almost had to like read it a couple times to kind of get the words down before following it. But yeah, I definitely think it should be legible too. I mean, I haven't followed lyrics myself in a while just because I haven't had time, but I loved doing that at my younger age when I had more time on my hands. I think that's the ultimate way to follow an album is to sit there and listen to Fall with the lyric sheet. You're going to get to know it the most, and you're going to get to know the words. That is the ultimate way to enjoy a release and get to know a release. So, it should definitely be legible, 1,000%. I mean, hell, it's even worse when they don't put the lyrics in there at all. You know what I mean? Like bands like Toxic Holocaust were extremely guilty, but I think they do in their later ones now. But like Evil Never Dies and Hell on Earth, I don't even think those lyrics have ever been printed to date. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they have not. So.
All right, this is Super King. Question: what is the earliest but heaviest band you've heard not called Black Sabbath? The heaviest still I've heard is the demo tapes from Blue Cheer in 1967. How old is this guy? Love it.
So
Blue Cheer. Nice.
I mean, I think for the 70s, definitely AC/DC was pretty heavy.
I hate AC/DC. Sorry, guys.
So I mean, I definitely think that's a heavier band, like a heavy guitar chemistry for the 70s. But earlier than Sabbath, I can't think of anything that I would consider like heavy. But 70s, the only thing that kind of popped into my mind is Sabbath and AC/DC, because even like the Judas Priest albums and shit, yeah, they were kind of more like rock and roll and stuff, just more like hard rock. But
Right.
even when they
Yeah.
started to get kind of like heavy metal, it was kind of more just upbeat. I don't know if I'd consider it heavy. So yeah, I don't know. Like that's that early. You're talking 70s or even prior. Other than those two, I can't really think of anyone.
This is Ryan Idirza too.
Yeah, he's definitely done it sometimes.
J Dog, is it safe to ship vinyl records in the summertime? Does House Headbangers do anything different packaging method to prevent heat damage? Getting some warp shit lately on vinyls that's supposed to be in mint condition. Not from House Headbangers, but other places. God damn it. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense on paper that it'd be a little harder, but we don't do anything different. We ship vinyl year round every single day, and have ran into very few problems. So I don't think it's that big of a deal because the main thing is you don't want them sitting in sunlight. So theoretically, if it's sitting in their truck and shit, you got to figure it's in the building most of the day in some type of facility, right? And then it's in the back of the truck when it's out for delivery. So even if their trucks are not AC'd, it's not the sunlight, and B, if it's a little hot in there, I mean, how long is it really in there? You know what I mean? Theoretically, less than 8 hours because they start their day. So haven't run too much of that problem. As far as warp vinyl, sometimes that happens just when it's a brand new record. If you ever seen, which I have seen, you go into an actual record pressing plant. I've been to 2 record pressing plants in my life that actually been there and see how it's pressed. You kind of be surprised how it's like manhandled in a sense and just handled by a person when it comes off the machine. So when someone's like, I got a little bit of a scratch and this is impossible to use record, it's supposed to be new. It's like, dude, if you've seen how these were pressed, you wouldn't be saying that. It's definitely fucking possible. So I think it just sometimes you just got a little bit of a fucked up copy, and it could be just that's how it came from the plant. Because yeah, otherwise, if that was such a major case, we'd be getting warp vinyl emails on a minimally a weekly basis, and that's not the
Ship
case
out
whatsoever.
every day of the week.
Yeah, so I don't think I don't think you
Right.
got too much to worry about. I mean, yeah, I guess you have slightly a risk, but I think it's kind of like winning the lottery risk. It's possible, but it's pretty fucking low.
This is just a comment, but I'm going to shout him out. Mark Williams, 45-year-old bodybuilder and metalhead here. Love the channel.
That's what I like to hear. 2-in-1 combo. Those are the best fucking devils. Lifting heavy music and listen to heavy music and lifting heavy weights. Ain't nothing better than that, goddammit.
So this is Imperio Nocturno. Hey, J-Dog and L-Dog, question. What do you think about Lee Priest's off-season looks back in the day? Thanks for answering my question, brah.
So that's a good question.
That is a
Lee
good
Priest is
question.
actually probably my favorite bodybuilder of all time. So physiques wise, I've always said my favorite physiques of all time is Lee Priest, Flex Wheeler, Sean Ray, Kevin Levrone, and then as later years, honestly, as people hate him though, probably in that category right at the end too. There is Phil Heath. Actually, I was a huge fan of his physique.
Not me.
Um, so, but Lee, I mean, I think that his offseason, he got absolutely ridiculous. He got fat as fuck, admittedly
Super
so.
fat.
The thing is, it worked for him, but I wouldn't recommend that to anybody whatsoever because he got lucky because not only was he genetically gifted, it seems like in every department, but what else he was genetically gifted with, which even a lot of guys who are genetically gifted would get away with, is the skin elasticity. When he dieted down for constant, I'm surprised he didn't have any loose skin because his body fat was getting way up there. It's hilarious when you see the really early photos when he get up to like 280 pounds.
His neck was.
He claims he's 5'4", but here's the thing is, he says that. And
I'm 5'4", and
and she was taller.
Yeah.
We have a picture with that.
Yeah.
Lindsay's taller than him, and Finn Lindsay's 5'4". And keep in mind too, he was also wearing, and this is not a knock on him or nothing. He maybe just he's probably a little bit self-conscious about it. So I don't want to sit there and rub salt in his wounds. Right. He was wearing little stilts too on the like little razors under his boots, the shoes to give him.
They're called lifts.
Yeah, lifts, correct. Mm-hmm. So that gave him an extra inch. So he's got to be 5'2". I know he says he's not. He's like, I'm 5'4", 5'5.5". No, you're not, dude. There's no fucking way. Or your scales or measurements are off over there in Australia because you're just flat out not. I bet you. So at 5 foot. Let's say he's 5'3". At 5'3" and 270 pounds. I mean, that's fucking ridiculous. Then he would generally compete. His best look, I think he was like 200 pounds on stage, 202, 204. Right in there was his best look. So getting up to 270, you're dieting fucking 70 pounds off. That's a little, yeah, you need to put on some body fat and you put some weight on, your water weight, but you usually want to keep around, preferably, if you put on 30 pounds from your absolute shredded, which would be what you compete on stage if you're competing, 30 pounds I think is totally acceptable. More than that, I mean, if you're going 35, 40, not a big deal, but when you're hitting 60, 70, that's unfucking necessary. But worked for him, and he destroys him on his worst day, destroys me on my best. So who the fuck am I to say? Definitely worked for him. So, but yeah, it's pretty funny seeing those goddamn photos. He definitely liked his McDonald's as his Kentucky Fried Chicken by his own account. So
I also love that he started out super young,
super fucking young.
super young.
I mean, yeah,
And
he looked amazing at like 15 years old when he was competing. So yeah.
all right, this is Eric G. What do you think about the French death metal band Catacomb? And then he goes on, but so we just got those in.
Yeah, that's been reissued a few times. I remember liking because there was a compilation disc, and who was it, like Vic Records or Dark Symphonies or one of those labels that put it out. I forget the exact label. I remember liking like one of the demos or one of the recordings. Some of the recordings I liked, some of it I didn't. Is what I remember. I think there's an album on there. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've listened to it twice, I think, but it's been quite some time. I think they had one full length rate and maybe like 2 or 3 demos. I think I liked 1 or 2 demos, but didn't like the album. It was something like that. Like I definitely didn't like everything, but I did like it, like at least one of the demos. That's what my memory recalls. So
This is Human Brisket, who I
albums all
love.
time.
Dog, what's your favorite record shop outside of Ohio?
Well, I have one. I never really bet.
Who do
Yeah.
you order from though? Like, if
Well, I think he's talking about actual record stores. People ask about that. And as far as ordering from direct, not too many other distros, like I said, because Hell's gets all the newer stuff like they would be. So a lot of the stuff I get is either through Discogs or eBay because it's either sold out or it's a really rare colored vinyl. And I was like, nobody else is going to have it. Then some jackass fucking they bought 5 of them, he's reselling on eBay, which, it's not the end of the world. That's how I got my copy sometimes. So it worked out. You got to pay a higher price, but whatever, that's the name of the game. You snooze, you lose, right? And so it's my loss was their gain. So whatever, it is what it is. But usually, if I'm buying something of my own, it's 99 times out of 100 either Discogs or eBay.
Okay. Crazy guy. All right, Layla Lover 90. I forgot, but does that crazy mail lady still pick up your stuff from USPS? The lady with the gun muffs.
No, man, she's been gone for years. I'm assuming she's fucking dead. She's been replaced, at least 5 years now. And I don't miss her ass one goddamn bit. Talk about a fucking POS of a human being. That's not J-Dog being mean. Literally everybody thought it. All her coworkers, her boss that would come down. He delivers like some of the overnight packages every once in a while. And he's like kind of a funny guy. He definitely swears a lot, not like PG at all. I'm like, you're a fucking postal manager? I mean, works for me, but goddamn, I don't know how it works with some of the fucking PC fucks.
Right.
But anyways, he's funny. He can't stand her. The current mail lady that deals with it,
she's awesome.
She's really nice.
Yeah.
But she's like, yes, that chick's like, she's clearly has something medically wrong with her. Like, she's way the fuck off. But like even our landlord, our ex-landlord, it was the husband, now it's just the wife. They got divorced. But anyways, even him, he had a problem. He's just a regular guy. Has nothing to do with metal. Thinks metal sucks. Know nothing about it. Thought saw our stuff. Oh, this is crazy stuff. Even him. So not a metalhead. She yelled at him once because he was getting too close to the mail truck to pick up his mail. Like she's still delivering some mail. And he's walking to his mailbox section and she's there. She's like, back up, or I'm going to call the police. He's like, for picking up my mail? Like, what? Like, he's going to attack, like, just crazy shit like that. So, like, literally nobody, and I mean absolutely fucking nobody liked that piece of shit. Yeah. So, don't miss her one goddamn fucking bit.
So, this is Abby Simmons. Oh, hold on, I didn't read this before. Let's see, L-Dog Stomach Tat. Is that a bat with outstretched wings? It's so fucking metal.
Oh, last time I showed anything on camera, they fucking got their pussies up in a bunch.
It is a bat, outstretched wings. There we go. I got a Jersey Devil on my leg. Just got it done.
Hopefully none of these guys come in, but ew, girls have cooties. That's what they did for J-Dog.
Haley Guns in Parma, Ohio. Amazing. So, all right.
She does all her tattoos.
Yep. No, that is gross. Goatman, Morbid Angel Live is probably the most disappointing band ever. Not like their albums are any better, to be honest.
Oh, I don't think Goatman likes any Morbid Angel. It's kind of weird. He doesn't like Ultra Madness stuff. But yeah, they not like I said. I don't even Morbid Angel is. You know who's entering that category too? As much as it's disappointing for me to say, but I love the albums. One of my favorite bands is Carcass. Carcass and Morbid Angel fall in this category. They're both bands at this point. Even if it was a Friday or Saturday night, I don't even think I'd go see them live. I really don't. It's just kind of like
I would.
Morbid Angel's pretty fucking like.
But
What
I
are they gonna play?
like, okay, it's a Friday night. Why
Yeah,
not?
but I'm almost pissed just because I don't know.
I'm more old.
Um,
Like, why not just see it?
Carcass wouldn't be as bad because it's at least got Jeff Walker and Bill Steer. The reason I'd be annoyed is they play practically nothing off fucking Recomputefaction. Maybe Gentle Grinder. It seems like they play that. Maybe one song off Symphonies of Sickness and a bunch of new crappy songs, and they fill it in with the Necroticism like that's their best album, which is not bad. I like Necroticism. I think it's a great album. Wasn't your best album, Brown Ross. So they'll play that. So it's almost like I'm just annoyed by their set list. So
I'm not gonna read that or that. No, nope, not reading that. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Joe Amputator says female bodybuilders. My favorites would be Karina Everson and Rachel Welch. Rachel Welch is very awesome. I would agree with that.
Corey Everson, she was like, was she the first Miss Olympia, I think? Or she was earlier one, 90s?
No, not the first one.
Right.
And then he also asked, J-Dog, whatever happened to Pat O'Brien?
You guys tell me. I told you to tell me. I heard somebody said, I think it was somebody at the shop, maybe, or maybe at a show, that they said that, or maybe it was even one of the Devils, they playing in another band, like a bigger band too. Like not Nevermore, which that's what he was originally from. But I have no idea what happened to Pat O'Brien. I don't see. It's funny with these guys, and I have nothing against Pat. I met him; he was friendly to me. I got my picture with him, got my stuff signed. Huge fan of the Cannibal stuff he's on. But what's a little annoying is how the fuck's this guy not in jail? And what kind of annoys me, not that I wish ill will on him or want him in prison, but it's like I know goddamn well if I did that, I'd be fucking 20 years minimum, and I'd be doing the full 20 years. Not that you get sentenced for 20 years and you're out in 3. That's bullshit. That's what just annoys me because I just know how things work with me, man. Like somebody else, they get a DUI and they're fucking driving the next day. Me, I lose my license and probably did 30 days in jail.
Exactly.
It's just annoying because I'm like, how the fuck are you guys getting away with this shit? Like, how are you out? Like, so
money.
Who knows? But so yeah, I have no idea actually what happened with him. I heard that he's out of jail and he's playing another band. Maybe, like I said, maybe someone told me personally, or maybe it was on the channel. Somebody said it. I can't remember, but that's what I heard, and I have zero clue if that's true. He could be still in prison for all I know. I don't even know. Did he even actually go to prison? I know he got arrested. Who knows? You guys let me know if you know, because I've actually been curious myself. But I am going to say if I meet him, which I do want to meet him again, I met him several times, they might remember if I told stories, not that I would, because I'm not that type of guy. If I ever meet the guys in Cannibal again, especially George and Alex are the coolest ones, I would be curious, like asking them, what happened? What's your take on it? If it was one-on-one, if I'm shooting the shit with them, I would ask them for sure, and I'd be curious what their take is. Like if they're kind of embarrassed by it, don't want to talk about it, if they're just, I don't know, man. If they still talk to him or not now, I'd be kind of curious. That is a question I would ask them if I was shooting the shit with them again. Because every time when I did meet George and Alex, I'd shoot the shit with them for a good 15 minutes. Pat and Paul, not so much, and Jack Owens, they were friendly, they were cool, but I wasn't like shooting the shit with like Alex and George. I was literally having full-blown conversations with. On more than one occasion too. But Paul and shit, he was just cool, yeah, cool, yeah, picture, yeah, but it was didn't overlook. Pat was actually, but out of all of them, Pat was the quietest. When I first met him,
gotta worry about the quiet.
He was wearing a Black Sabbath Born Again shirt. I remember when I met him, and he was friendly. So signed the stuff. I just had him sign the albums that he was on at the time. It was up to, I think he was just I think it was when I met him when Bloodthirst came out. So he was only on the 2 records, Bloodthirst and Gallery of Suicide. So he was only on 2 records at the time, and yeah, but he was friendly though. But he just didn't have a lot to say. So.
All right, this is Andy Zulata for the Devils, but I'm going to ask you. LPs, CDs, or cassettes, which format make your pocket burn to satisfy your collection habit? LOL, any go-to snacks like chips?
Pocket burns, I mean, no, that means it's one, it is what it is. I mean, you can make your pocket burn with anything, right? You can collect sneakers and make your pocket burn. Depends how excessive you get with it, right?
What would you like to collect more?
The vinyl is my favorite, yeah.
Right. Okay, so that's your answer.
And then favorite chips, I like a bunch. I like Doritos.
Tell them what you like.
Lately, I like Cheez-Its, but those are considered like a cracker, right? But I keep following. Ever since I was a kid, dude, I've always loved Funyuns. Yeah. So I like Funyuns, Doritos. I like Ruffles, Lay's potato chips classics.
We like a lot of snacks.
Fritos. Yeah. Especially when we go out of town on a trip. That's when I'll really have some snacks. Because in general, I try to stay away from them. But yeah, I do enjoy them for sure. It's just they're easy to overeat. Let's just say that.
We like gummies.
Gummies are good too. The Haribo gummies.
Haribo.
Those are delicious as fuck. So
not hating on the wheat gummies though. So this will be our last question.
Last question. We're at 20 minutes. Goddamn it.
This is Dinkins. Give that dog a hug for me. Question: does 2XL shirts sell out faster than any other sizes?
They might sell out faster just because we get a smaller quantity. But as far as what sizes sell the most,
Extra
if,
large, medium.
and mixed, extra large, large, medium. If I had to pick one,
I
probably
pull them every
large.
day. No, large.
Mhm.
It's been a lot of small lately,
But small definitely doesn't sell.
No,
Medium, large doesn't
but
sell.
it's usually a lot of mediums and 2XL.
But if XL sold out the fastest, because we only got like 3 to 5 copies, because
Right.
not as many people buy them.
Right.
So they'll sell out fastest, but we'll get way less quantity.
Right. Yeah.
So that's it for this one, Devils. You know what the fuck to do. Questions, comments, concerns, goddamn it, for me or LCAT. Put them in there, goddamn it. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Later.